Hey, what's up, everybody? This is another Goated from your boy Wolfbane, and today's Goated is the Fierce Deity in the Legend of Zelda.
Okay.
That is literally a god. Literally. Now, here's the thing about it. This motherfucker right here is so powerful, they had to store his power inside of a mask. And it cannot be, the only way to unlock his power is to wear it. And you become him in the moment. But now the idea is that the mask from the creators, they had originally created the mask as a, I guess you could say, a testament from Link curing all of the sorrow from Termina, something like that. Because he gets it from inside of the moon when you get to the end of the game to face Majora. The thing is, that mask is fucking OP. It's OP as shit. Because no, these bosses, they're only really beatable by using an exclusive mask to fight them. So, for example, the first boss in the in Majora's Mask is something called Odawa. You can use other masks later on when you get them, because you can always go back and refight them again. But it's more convenient to use, for Odawa, the Deku mask. And then there's another one, Got. You have to use the Goron mask, because this is literally a rampaging bull going around in a giant circle, and it's just so much better to use the Goron mask against him. And the same thing goes with Georg, with the Zora Kingdom. But now the thing about it is, you put on the Fierce Deity mask, that fight is going to be a fucking joke. Out of every single Zelda game that has ever existed, any bosses you've ever faced, that Fierce Deity mask destroys like that. Yeah. Even against the last boss in Majora's Mask. Yeah. Because you know how Majora has 3 different faces.
Yeah, he got 3 different faces.
Run through them things. 1, 2, 3. No problem at all. And the thing is, he doesn't have to have full health to shoot sword beams out of his sword. And on top of that, his sword is giant and twisted. It's cool shit. Yeah. And he has, his power, anybody who's familiar with Skyward Sword, and this is how I know this is basically, this is my personal theory, I feel like the Fierce Deity is the goddess's original chosen hero. That's just me personally. Because he looks like Link, and when it comes down to the Triforce, there's a centerpiece missing, which is on the Fierce Deity's chest. Oh. So, I really feel like that was the original goddess's chosen hero. It's just nobody has any lining of proof on that. So the thing is, with him being so powerful, you know the Skyward Strike from Skyward Sword, right? Yeah. So, you know the... Yeah. He does that against the moon and slices it in half. That's fine. There has been scenes of that. That's where he'll just cut the moon in half and it'll stop it from falling. This dude's... And just to think about how powerful that Skyward Sword has to be in order to slice through a moon. Right. Bruh. And, no, I'm just saying, dude, this guy is absolutely next tier, god tier, And the wearer of that mask is Kid Link.
Yeah, so the only way somebody can be that is if they're a god.
Is if they're either a god, or if they can actually... Because the thing about the mask, and this is the backside of it, because in the game, you have magic. And the longer you wear the mask, the more your magic depletes. But there is an item that Link can get that is a sustaining magical potion that lasts for 3 days. So if he wanted to, he could take that potion and wear that mask for 3 days non-stop and whoop your ass as the Fierce Deity.
So, have you seen Fire Force?
I don't think I've seen it. No.
There's a guy in there who eventually becomes a god. Okay. And creates the fairy tale universe.
Oh, fairy tale? Okay.
Yeah. So I would say him.
So I need more details on his powers.
That's why it's so hard, because it starts off with fire powers. Right. But he literally gets so much power that he can create his own universe at the drop of a hat, just at the thought of it.
Well, this is where I would disagree on that part, because he's been fighting the reincarnation of a demon king forever. Well, so literally.
Well, you got people like the entity or the one above all from DC and Marvel, which is God.
I mean, that's what I'm saying. Yeah. He can fight, because the Fierce Deity can stand up against gods. Yeah. He can stand up against gods. He can hold his own against gods. The thing is, the Fierce Deity is actually from what we can see off of just the character design alone when you play him, he is built for war. He is a built-in soldier. Like, there is nothing about him not a warrior.
So what's the drip on this guy we talking about?
Boy, now, yeah, go ahead and look him up. Yeah, he got that white hair and his face paint.
Oh, he got white hair?
He got white hair.
We lost.
He got white hair.
We lost. White hair is an instant L.
And he has glowing white eyes.
Yeah, that's
glowing white eyes with war paint on his face.
Oh, is it, nigga? Stop overkilling us, bro. God damn. Damn, bro. He got white hair, straight up, glowing eyes. Like
no, and he's actually more powerful in theory than Ganondorf or Demise because he actually beat him.
So why doesn't they get him to fight?
Because the thing is that is the spirit of the chosen hero.
Right. So fight Ganondorf.
And that's what he's doing. That's what he's doing with the reincarnation of Link every single cycle. Is the chosen heroes coming back?
But it's really him.
But it's really him, but like that. But it's a significantly lesser power.
So if he's stronger than Link, why did they make him this?
Because over time he dies of age. Everybody dies in Zelda of age eventually. This isn't like elves that live for fucking ever. They look like elves because of aesthetic and appearance, and also selling.
Fierce Deity got drip.
I'm telling you, Fierce Deity got drip. Plus that big ass sword.
He got white hair. Look at that sword, nigga.
That sword fires him up.
And I just got done telling him it can cut through moon. It can cut through a moon.
Yeah.
Hey.
Like, and I also
I'm gonna say is because what I forgot to tell in the video, Noah decapitated a celestial being with his bare hand.
But hey,
cutting through a moon versus chopping the guy's head off with your bare hand. I'm just saying.
But the sword allows him to be able to go against gods. So that's what I'm saying.
Exactly. The sword can go against gods.
Unless it is the one who creates every fucking thing.
Because the thing about it is that Majora is its own power. Remember, I remember explaining this one time in another video. He actually is, the Majora itself is so powerful that it was immortal forever.
Who owns Majora?
Nobody owns it. The thing is that it's its own entity,
it's own
but it got trapped inside of a mask because it's so powerful.
What I'm saying. So who owns the mask?
It's actually the Happy Mask Salesman is the person that actually owns the mask.
Yeah.
Because originally it was.
I don't know shit about Zelda.
Right.
No,
it was originally encased inside of a tribe, and some people theorize.
Does anybody ever put it on there?
Yes, and that's what I'm talking about.
When you do that?
Well, that's what I'm getting to. Okay. So the thing is that with this mask, the tribe that made it and basically sealed its power away, people say it's the Sheikah who did it. And
that's kind of hard to believe. But
it's not really because of the Twilight Realm.
Okay.
Because there's a whole theory that...
I know, I've read the theory and I was like, y'all, these motherfucking Zelda niggas be having some shit.
No, because think about it like this. Because the Twilight Realm people got sent into the Twilight Realm for something terrible. Let me tell
you how convoluted Zelda is as a whole thing.
And now we gotta fight. All right.
It's convoluted because I've seen somebody do essentially a 10-hour video explaining the whole timeline. Mm-hmm. Like 3 hours part 1, part 2, part 3. The last part was like an hour.
I've seen these videos.
You know what I'm talking about?
I think I know what these videos are.
Yeah.
But the thing about it is that's just the timeline. That's not giving you the nitty-gritty extra bit of details that you might need.
More details?
Yeah,
there is. Because that's just telling the times. That's just telling the times. That's just telling about when each game took place, and that's just also giving a brief overview about what each game is covering.
And it's a shit ton of Zelda games.
There's a ton of them, and every last one of them have a specific piece to it. But there are some things in there that are not fully explained.
Yeah.
And those things are the things that...
of the former Links alive with current Links?
No, every single Link is not alive.
Was it Ocarina of Time that had 3 different Links?
That was 4 swords.
4 swords. Okay.
They had 4 different ones.
And
that right there was just because of a certain sword's magic.
Yeah.
That was the actual power of the 4 sword.
Yeah, but there is a game where they kind of exist, not in the same plane of existence, but damn near. So he's asking, can do any of them at the with
I'm trying to think about which
Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom. That's the same Link that we've been playing.
That's the same Link.
Right.
So I see what you're saying now. Yes, some of them are the same. Like I said before, Ocarina of Time's Link goes through at least 3 different games.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. Is it a different Link every game, or is it the same Link?
Nah,
but it comes down to which one you're playing.
Yeah.
It comes down to which one it is. So like I say, Ocarina of Time, Majora's Mask, and Twilight Princess, they all have the Hero of Time in it. In some way, shape, or fashion.
Go ahead with who are you talking about?
Fierce Deity.
There you go.
That's what I was talking about. Okay. Yeah, but like, where was I? Where did I leave off? What did I leave off? Because you mentioned his drip, and I just was like, yeah.
He dripped out. He dripped out. You saw his sword.
Yeah, his sword, and that he can cut through moons and shit.
Yeah.
And like, that's what I'm saying. Like, even if with like Null, for example, who can cut people's heads off with his hand, he doesn't even got to go to your planet. He can cut your planet in half. Let's just be honest. He can destroy Void with just a single slice. So,
you got it.
Like I'm saying,
the niggas that y'all named is fucking me up right now.
No, because the Legend of Zelda characters are pretty fucking OP. Yeah, a lot of people don't realize that
shit.
And I haven't even gotten to a goated on Zelda yet.
Nah, you haven't.
The Princess of Hyrule, which is why the game is named after her, and I'll get to that one day. But
that's gonna be a 2-hour video.
But nah,
let it be. Hey,
but nah, that's the thing about Fierce Deity. There's not a whole lot of people who can face him, and at the same time, even though, like I did say, that there is a cat. Not well. That's what I'm saying. The Fierce Deity. See,
that is Link. Okay.
That is Link.
So but that's what he looked like
the very first time. That's at least my theory. There's absolutely no proof of that being the case, but that's what I believe. Just because he is a god, he's related to the gods.
Yeah.
And they did mention that she had a chosen hero, and that became the spirit of the hero well after.
Ah, okay.
So the spirit of the hero was her original hero.
Right. So you think that that's a Link?
I think
that's giving this Link power to.
I think that was the original Link.
That's what I'm saying.
And his power when he died, because the thing about it is you can only really store the power inside of something once they die.
Yeah.
So like the Deku mask, the Zora mask, and the Goron mask, all three of them were dead by the time that they became masks.
Right.
So the Fierce Deity, it wouldn't surprise me if he was able to become a mask as well later on. And then later on, the Hero of Time as a kid found it because, well, actually it was given to him by Majora because he gave up all of his other masks and was like, here, face me with this instead. And whooped the shit out of him. Yeah. And then he just pocketed the mask and kept it. I would have too. That's a powerful mask.
Yeah.
But the only thing about it is you never see it again after that. That's the thing. So it's like it stayed where it was.
Yeah.
Even when he left Terna. So he never brought it back to Hyrule. So whatever he did with the Fierce Deity mask after that, we don't know.
He probably put that shit was strong as fuck. He probably
put it back.
Yeah.
Right. But then there was a moment where, in a side series, which is why I truly believe the Hyrule Warriors should be canon, because there was a moment where they merged all these timelines with all kinds of different Zelda games and such, right? Yeah. And they brought young Link into the story, and he was carrying the Fierce Deity mask. And he is the most broken character in the entire Hyrule Warriors game roster. Literally. Because all you have to do is build up your magic enough, put on a mask, keep using him, and you're going to keep getting your magic back the more you use it.
Right.
Like, this guy is broken. This guy is broken.
Yeah.
Like, no. The most, like, literally, he is probably, in my opinion, the strongest Zelda character. Aside from the three golden goddesses and Hylia herself.
Do you think the Zelda that we have right now, because there is a third for this, because each Link get 2 or 3 games, right?
Not every single one of them, no.
Oh, okay, well, but this one's supposed to get a 3rd game.
I don't know about that myself.
I think that might be the announcement.
Because in my opinion, I wouldn't be surprised if they did it.
Yeah, but Tears of the Kingdom, you think is a good bow for the end of the story?
I feel like Tears of the Kingdom would be a decent point to stop the story and then go back and do some more stuff. Because think about it, they just opened up a new timeline with the idea of Zelda going back into the past, and everything that we know about the timeline is completely erased.
Oh shit!
Everything is completely erased, and that's why there's such a long gap of time in between the point of like Tears of the Kingdom, which is supposed to be all the way in the back of the beginning. Like, it's supposed to be a period of time that happens somewhere between, I think they said it was Twilight Prince or Skyward Sword and the next game after. So it was there somewhere in that period where Zelda was sent back to.
Gotcha.
And then from there, she eventually became a dragon for Tears of the Kingdom.
Okay.
So when you become a dragon in this game, I'm guessing that's God level. Like, that's as high as you can get.
It's damn near. It's damn near.
Ganondorf is a dragon in that one too. Yeah. So you got Zelda, you got Ganondorf, and then you have the 3 golden goddesses as well.
Yeah.
All of them are dragons.
So I just wonder when, outside of the original Link, I just wonder when Link will get that power from his own.
Well, he gets it every single game, and that's why they call it.
Yeah, but he gets it from an artifact and stuff.
Not necessarily. He doesn't get it exclusively from an artifact, because he has a Triforce of Courage, and that actually gives power enough to be able to take on that kind of darkness and evil. Because let's just be honest with ourselves. If you were the one to stand up against a giant bull demon king, are you really going to stand there and not piss yourself?
Oh, 1,000%.
Okay, and he's not going to do that shit. He's going to be up there as a kid fighting this giant monster.
Yeah, if I already explained, like, if I see Godzilla, it's over.
It's over with. But
Ganondorf
is going to be there and be like, haha, challenge.
Yeah.
So I still think Ganondorf might win that fight, though, just because Godzilla ain't got no way to actually get through with light magic on him. So yeah. Yeah. Which is also another reason why I think the Fierce Deity is so powerfully broken, is because his sword.
So who would you root for in that? Because your other video just came out
with Ganondorf.
No, between Black Myth, Wukong, and these guys.
Oh, and Fierce Deity.
Fierce Deity, Ganondorf. Who you rocking with? So
I'm gonna go ahead and be honest. Wukong, I don't know if he has any kind of light powers. That's the thing.
I think he does. If he does,
then Ganondorf doesn't really win that chance. But it's still going to be a tough fight. If it comes down to brute force, Wukong probably still got that because of how much immortality he has.
Yeah.
So, I'm going to go ahead and say...
Would you think that would be a good fight?
I think that might not be a good fight just because Ganondorf might just get oversquashed.
Damn.
Just saying on that one.
Oversquashed?
Oversquashed by Wukong.
I thought he would have gave his homie a little bit more than that.
I mean, I love Ganondorf, but I gotta be realistic.
Yeah.
Because Wukong is on a whole nother level.
Yeah, he is.
He's on a whole nother level. Plus, he can make clones of himself that are stronger, or if not the same.
Yeah.
No, Ganondorf ain't winning that.
Yeah.
Ganondorf ain't winning that. So, even if he does send out his puppet, Phantom Ganon. But, this has been another episode of Goated, and that was my Goated for today. Like, comment, subscribe, and follow me on Twitch. See y'all later.